Okay, so we call this a digger log. And if you were to travel through northern New Brunswick or other regions of the country where we have not modified the forest, we have a natural forest, a virgin forest that hasn't been cut, and you walk the streams, you will see these natural digger logs throughout the river system. And this is because streams don't run forever, they fall in the stream, they get lodged in the stream, and you create these little microhabitats by water going up over, dumping down on the other side, and it digs a pool out to one side. And if you're fishing at all, this is where the trout tend to hang out. They like the deeper water, and it sort of just diversifies the habitat. The problem with PEI is that we've modified the forest such in the last 200 or 300 years of cutting that the types of trees, the ages of trees that are falling in the river have changed. And we're not seeing the digger logs that we used to see because the forest has actually been modified. So we go in and we actually measure out and place them such that they look like natural. Eventually, you come back next year, you wouldn't even know it was something that was put in by man. That's kind of natural. And we space them such that they are natural. If you were to walk a stream, a natural stream, you'll see that they're spaced at every 7 widths of the stream. So you measure the stream, and every 7 widths you put a flagging tape, and you space them like that. We usually space upstream like you see here. We go 30 degrees upstream. We want the pool to be on this side. More water going over on this side than there is on this side. This side is a little lower, and most of the digging will occur in the springtime when the water is really high. It's flowing down here. There'll be a lot of energy, and it'll actually create a bit of a pool down here and a bit of a spawning habitat above it. They're always located 30 degrees upstream. We cut a tree down. We put some rebar in it. This rebar there is about this long. It's driven into the substrate. Usually bent downstream so it doesn't catch any material. We backfill it with rock so it doesn't wash out around, and again we stagger them all the way up the stream. The next one usually will have the pool on the opposite side. So we go this here, all the way up the stream, and as long as they're spaced properly, then usually they're doing some good. Good way to PEI really. Okay, guys, get in there and right in behind that log. Yeah, all that crap over there. We're okay. We only got one there.
I don't think we need too many people.
There's a couple guys in there trading off, you know. It's going to be deeper than that too. It'll be right in the bank there behind. With all that log and stuff, where you're throwing stuff like we dug out. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go ahead of that and behind that. like that there. Yeah.
It's Todd Dupuis with the Atlantic Salmon Federation. I'm the Director of Regional Programs for the Atlantic Salmon Federation, and I'm up here on the Souris River in July, and we're embarking on a bit of an experiment. We're going to reintroduce Atlantic salmon to the Souris River. As far as we know, Atlantic salmon disappeared about 2001 or 2002 from the Souris River, but it used to always have Atlantic salmon. So we're going to be restocking the river in the next couple of weeks, but before we do that, we're going to be doing some habitat modification in both the west and east branch of the Souris River. So we're putting digger logs in and modifying the habitat somewhat, creating a bit of a study area, and we're going to be stocking juvenile par and fry Atlantic salmon from the Cardigan hatchery facility into these study sites, perhaps in a couple of weeks, and we're going to follow up over the next couple of years and see how they do. We've got an electrofishing crew that's looking at numbers now today on the other branch of the Souris River to try to gauge the population of both brook trout and rainbow trout, and then we're going to stock Atlantic salmon in and of course follow these fish over the next couple of years and see how well they do and whether or not their habitat modifications are actually making a difference or not. So that's the effort. It's a joint thing between the Atlantic Salmon Federation and with the Souris and Area Wildlife Federation. Some help from the Department of Environment, Fish and Wildlife branch. We have some staff up here today, and so it's a sort of a three-way joint venture. And we're hopeful that Atlantic salmon again will be coming into the Souris River as adults.